We're here with Bob and Declan's dad. Declan is a 13-year-old player, and they joined the program about 8 to 9 weeks ago. What was Declan struggling when you guys found us?
In a lot of ways, I think it was self-confidence. He'd carry some anxiety before big challenges, whether it be, big games or whatever. Moderate amount of negative self-talk, including before the event because of the anxiety and nervousness, but also during. We'd make a mistake. You would visibly hear and see him act just so disappointed in himself. And that was really hard. And so, yeah, it's pretty consistent around those things. And probably also bundled up into that, less adventurous than he needs to be on the field, especially with the positions he would play. He would invariably be more comfortable just to pass the ball on to someone else instead of taking the challenge on himself.
And how is he playing right now after 8 weeks?
I've seen improvement over all of those areas. Just on the negative self-talk as an example, where it would linger with him for, I don't know, a minute or something, or even longer after he'd make a mistake in practice or a game. The tricks to the trade that you and Coach Gabe have provided him around his goldfish mentality. I think he's actually also understood that before, when he would linger in that negative self-talk in the moment, he would miss part of the game going on and the opportunities that would subsequently present themselves to him. And now he can more quickly jump back into it, which is really cool. It doesn't mean that anxiety and stuff still doesn't enter into his mind from time to time, but he's had some neat successes because he's been able to deal with that anxiety. Before, he was playing 100% of the time for the MLSNEXT AD team, so like level 2, and he actually got part-time promotion to the HD team, so the top team within his club, which is really cool. Big challenge, hard, anxious, but he found through that, I think, with some of the tools that you guys have helped him, that he can compete in that, or at least don't shy away from it, which has been really cool. I've also seen more aggressiveness in wanting to be a part of the offense, not just maybe play a little bit more passively and find opportunities to receive the ball versus almost like hiding the way he was before. And then lastly, maybe it fits into that adventurous category. He's taken people on both offensively and defensively, and whether he succeeds or not, it's really cool to see. So,
and do you think it was easy or hard for him to implement the mentalities and the strategies?
I think moderate, but I think we caught it at the right time to get Declan in the program with you guys. I think he was ready to receive it, and he understood maybe some of the things he needed to work on. He just didn't have the tools. As a parent and an ex-soccer player myself, you can tell them all these things, but sometimes it takes, like Coach Gabe or you, a little bit younger, not their parent, someone other than their coach, where they feel like the tension and stress. And so there was a willingness to receive it, which is cool. So, probably somewhere in the middle.
And would you recommend it to, for anybody that is playing MLS, CCNL, and the talent is there, but what is missing is the mental aspect that they're struggling in game days? Would you recommend it?
100%. I mean, hands down, you described Declan. As a parent, I would tell you, oh my God, his skills and his talent are exceptional. There's always better players and stuff, but the thing that has always, and it's not just on the pitch, but outside of soccer as well, that gets in his way is his head. He's a thinker and he's an overthinker, and the processing that goes on to that. And instead of just being in the moment, compete, have fun, don't stress. And so all of the kind of combination is, I've said these things to him, but the way you guys have set up the program, it's been really good for him to actually hear it, learn it, in some cases new stuff, as well as then deploy it. And that combination of the way you and Gabe have structured it has really helped. My son has always been unbelievably dedicated to soccer, and he wants to do it a lot, but the program and the homework that he has to do has actually amped up not only his love, but his just a willingness to work harder. He's out there every single day, and he's working on things that Coach Gabe and him talked about. And it's selfishly, I love the sport, but I also love my son. It just gives me another great thing to do with my son, where he wants to get out every day, and I love it.
Awesome to hear. Thank you so much.